So, you're a hotelier and you're looking for ways to modernize your business. Here's an idea for you, and I want my percentage. Okay, now we know what people go to hotels to do, right? People go to hotels to do nasty, okay? They live wild when they go to hotels. So, when people like me, decent people like me, have to go to a hotel, it's like, ugh, the light switch, ugh, the lamp switch, ugh, the shower, ugh, the toilet, ugh, the sheets, ugh, the pillowcase, ugh, the floor. Everywhere is nasty because for me, if I went to a hotel to have sex with my partner, we don't get very nasty. And when we're in the act, I'm not gonna care where I touch. He's not gonna care where he touch either. Cause it's our body fluids, so we could touch wherever we like, right? It's okay if it's your own body fluids, but when it's somebody else's body fluids, and especially with the rise in STDs and all these things that's happening, hotels need a solution, a safe solution, okay? So here's what a crazy person like me has been thinking. Hotel idea. So you have, oh yeah, and with the rise of shit porn and people, ladies going to Dubai to get shitted on, there is only a matter of time before it reaches over to this part of the world. Okay? You know it's true. And other people are going to start thinking like me, and we're going to find going to hotels utterly disgusting. And it's going to make people not want to come. So for me right now, if I was to go to a hotel, one of the essentials that I'll be having in my bag is like Dettol wipes, cleaning products, my own sheet, my own pillowcase. Me, if I was to go to a hotel, that's how I'll be moving. Okay? And it's only a matter of time before other people catch on as to how nasty hotels actually are. It doesn't matter how much they cost. The more they cost, the more nasty they are. Okay? Okay. Because when people are in these hotels doing drugs and alcohol and all these things, and they're fucking each other, they're having orgies and all these things, they don't care where they're touching. And when the maids go in to clean, I don't think that they're gonna care about doing a great job in anticipation of the next guest. I think when they go in there, they probably want to just swish, 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 and get out of there as fast as they fucking can. Okay, so let's be real. Now, so this business idea is quite a few parts. Okay, so part one, you have an empty lot. Okay, it requires an empty lot, and what you're gonna have is an idea. So you're gonna have to work in collaboration with somebody else. This somebody else, this other company, they're going to make some makeshift apartments. Apartments that you can erect in an hour or less. Or a little bit more if necessary. But basically, every apartment that you put up is new. Since y'all want to spend exorbitant, I think that's the word, exorbitant, stupid, ridiculous amounts of money to stay in a hotel room for one night. I think that if you want absolute hygiene, you'd be willing to spend that type of money. The type of money that you spend for like a 4-star or 5-star hotel, you should be spending for a service like this, right? So yeah, so you're gonna have to work with one of them companies that they build living structures. So it's not gonna be a permanent structure. It's one that you can actually get rid of or recycle or take apart and actually fucking fumigate that shit. Like proper clean it. Okay? So you have an empty plot of land and you have this other company that you work with where they come in once the bookings have already been made, they erect two how you go, double rooms, single rooms, you know how you do in the hotel industry. I don't have to do all the thinking for you. But it's a structure that you put up and you can take down. So people like me who care about health, people who care about uh, my health and safety and the health and safety of my children and my partner, we can go away on holiday and have a good time knowing that the space that we're living in or staying in for that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 days, whatever, is all us. Okay? It's just our mess. It's not the mess of random people, years worth of people fingering girls and getting their STDs on their fingers and they go switch on the light and turn on the bathroom shower and all over the sheets and all that shit. Y'all need to come up with a more hygienic approach to hoteling. Okay? So yeah, so you need to work in partnership with uh, 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 a company that builds quick makeshift apartments. Yeah, and everybody's on their own plot of land, so it's gonna be one big empty plot of land. And you got plot 1, plot 2, plot 3, so there's space so that people can have their privacy and shit like that. That would be very nice. Yeah. Is that it? I know it's very forward thinking, but it's exclusive. Okay. It's an exclusive business and therefore you should receive exclusive pays for such a service. Who can't afford it, then they just can't enjoy it. But if you want to enjoy these luxuries, then you'll save up your money as you do to go on holiday and you'll do it right. And this is also a business that you can have in different places. So there's so many different places that you could put this idea. And also if you want to make it like 2-story or whatever, you just have the empty columns. So one on the lower ground, empty column with a good foundation, then you can put another one on top for people who don't mind being that close. Because I imagine the materials, well, I don't know what materials are out there. You may have people who have materials that they're soundproof because people want their privacy when they go to hotels. It would be nice to have privacy, but I mean, it's not a must. But yeah, preferably materials that you can and you see, for people like me, I would want you to erect that shit in front of me because I know how y'all are. You would want to avoid, you take the pay for, to have the people come and erect it, and then it'll be already erected and used by people before me and shit like that. Now, I'm not giving you all of the answers. If you think that it's a worthy venture, then by all means, you can do the rest of the research and the brainstorming with your colleagues and make it happen. But hotels are nasty. Hotels are disgusting. The cheap ones are disgusting and the expensive ones are disgusting. So it would be nice to have an option. Or maybe the hotels that are already erected, I don't know if you can come up with an idea where, first of all, I don't know, disposable sheets. Second of all, fucking disposable towels, or bring your own. Bring your own sheets and bring your own towels. Something like that. Or you can buy some when you come to the hotel, but we need to do something about hotel hygiene. Okay? Probably put like a cover on the light switches. So that would call for them inventing some duplicates of the light switches. You put that over, so each customer, when you leave, you take that shit off and you put it in the bin. Take the lamps out the room, because if they're putting on the lamps, I think that would be harder to find those covers for the switches. And yeah, just think hygiene. Yeah, that's basically the objective here. A more hygienic hotel. And I know that you people tend to skirt around the truth. You go around the truth, so you don't want people to be aware of how nasty hotels are, because by them being aware, it cuts your business down. But it's only a matter of time before they become aware of how nasty hotels actually are. So instead of trying to hide the public from the truth, instead of trying to hide the truth from yourself and ignore the situation, it would be wise if you would start making plans for when this occurs. People are getting smarter, we're not getting dumber. So you need to start thinking ahead if you want to stay in business. I want my percentage. I'll take 10% of all earnings, because I only did about 10% of the work, which it should be more. Because if I came up with the foundational idea, then, but you see, I'm not greedy, because when I start doing my other businesses, I'm going to be making a lot of money. And y'all already don't want me to make money. Okay? And greed is part of the problem why y'all are in so much issues right now. Greed is part of the problem why y'all are finding getting money so hard. So I don't want to slip into the same category as you. So I'm going to use your life experience as a lesson for myself to stay away from greed. So 10%, I'll be happy with 10%. Okay? So yeah, I'll take 10% of all the business ideas that I've thrown out there so far. 10% of all the overall profits. Please and thank you. And if you don't give me my money, I pray great curses befall your venture. And let it not yield the amount of money that it actually can. Mrs. Rich Black Bitch signing out.